Love has always been a captivating and complex subject. We often hear about love as a romantic, sweet emotion, but in reality, it also contains challenges and hidden facets that few truly understand. Why is love so elusive? Could it be due to the conflict between emotion and reason, or between freedom and commitment? In this article, we will explore the lesser understood aspects of love through the lens of Stoic philosophy, helping you to view love in a deeper and more sustainable way. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, Stoic Love Wisdom, a space where classical Stoic philosophy sheds light on the path of love and personal growth. If you are seeking ways to maintain emotional balance, overcome challenges in relationships, and find peace amidst the turbulence of modern life, then this video is for you. In this video, we will explore why is love so complex? Things few people understand about relationships. Let's delve into the secrets and strategies of Stoic philosophy to build strong and enduring love while gaining a deeper understanding of ourselves. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest insights. Now, let's begin. Love, with all its beauty and magic, remains one of the most discussed topics in human culture. It inspires poems, songs, romantic films, and even philosophical debates. However, despite being one of the most profound and powerful human experiences, love is also one of the most complex and difficult realms to navigate. Why is love so complicated? And what are some things that few people truly understand about relationships and love? In this article, we will explore this issue through the lens of Stoic philosophy, a school of thought over 2 millennia old, offering valuable lessons that can help us better understand and navigate romantic relationships. Love, a complex concept. Love is not a simple concept, and sometimes we only understand a small part of it. We've all heard about fairy tale romances, but few understand that behind the romantic facade lies a complex world of emotions, expectations, and sometimes, pain. Love can evolve through different stages of a relationship, and such changes can leave us feeling lost or confused. One reason love is so complex is that it involves many factors, feelings, thoughts, actions, and unspoken expectations. These elements combine to create a colorful and challenging picture. Especially, love does not always unfold according to plans or expectations. A Stoic approach to relationships. Stoicism, a philosophical school of ancient Greece and Rome founded by Zeno of Citium in the 3rd century BCE, emphasizes emotional control, focusing on accepting what cannot be changed, and acting rationally and ethically in all situations. In romantic relationships, Stoic thinking can help us understand and face the challenges that love brings. Instead of being consumed by intense emotions, Stoicism teaches us to view relationships calmly and rationally. Accepting the imperfections of love. One of the core principles of Stoic thought is accepting what cannot be changed. In love, this is a crucial lesson. No relationship is perfect. Each of us carries flaws, weaknesses, and individual needs. Expecting another person to become an idealized version of our imagination is unrealistic and can lead to disappointment. Stoic thinking encourages us to recognize that imperfection is a part of life, and loving someone does not mean loving everything about them but rather loving them despite their flaws and mistakes. When we can accept a partner's shortcomings and the hard truths of a relationship, we can live with greater peace and freedom. Managing emotions, self-mastery in relationships. Emotions in love can be powerful, but they are not always our best friends. One reason love becomes complicated is that emotions can lead us to make poor decisions. When we are dominated by negative feelings such as jealousy, fear of loss, or disappointment, these emotions can impact our behavior in the relationship. Stoic philosophy advises us to master our emotions rather than letting them dictate our actions. This does not mean denying emotions but recognizing and managing them rationally. When faced with challenges in love, Stoicism suggests asking ourselves, is my reaction truly reasonable and beneficial for the relationship? Learning to manage emotions helps us maintain calm in stressful situations, make wise decisions, and build more enduring relationships. Love is not unconditional sacrifice. Stoic thinking does not encourage unconditional sacrifice, especially when it harms oneself or one's core values. In a romantic relationship, giving your all to the other person while ignoring your own needs can lead to feelings of deprivation and imbalance. Stoicism teaches us to love ourselves and maintain respect for ourselves in all relationships. Love is not about sacrificing everything to meet the other person's every need but about sharing, supporting, and growing together. A healthy relationship is one where both individuals can preserve their individuality while building shared values together. Accepting reality in relationships. One of the key principles of Stoicism is the ability to accept the truth. In love, the truth is not always beautiful or pleasant. At times, love can make us feel pain, loss, or unfulfilled expectations. This is something we must accept. Stoicism teaches that instead of running from the truth, we should face it calmly and rationally. We cannot change what has happened, but we can decide how to react to it. In love, this means that when a relationship encounters difficulties, we can accept and confront reality maturely rather than sinking into misery or anger. Relationships are not the ultimate goal. In Stoic philosophy, happiness is not a final destination but a continuous journey. The same applies to love. A relationship is not the ultimate goal of life but a part of the journey of self-improvement. When we view love as part of our personal growth rather than a goal to achieve, we can build a more sustainable relationship, free from excessive expectations. Stoicism and love in modern life. In today's world, with social pressures and feelings of disconnection between people, Stoic thinking can be a helpful way to reevaluate romantic relationships. We cannot control every situation in love, but we can control how we react and handle it. Stoicism helps us understand that love is not an ideal state but a continuous process requiring understanding, patience, and acceptance. When we apply these principles to our relationships, we can achieve genuine, lasting, and meaningful love. Love and the ability to forgive. One of the great lessons Stoic thinking can teach us about love is forgiveness. We are all imperfect, and in a romantic relationship, anyone can make mistakes. These mistakes may stem from ignorance, impulsive emotional reactions, or even unintended circumstances. Stoicism teaches us that instead of harboring resentment or anger, we should learn to forgive the other person's mistakes. Forgiveness is not easy, and it does not mean allowing others to hurt us again. In Stoicism, forgiveness is about freeing ourselves from negative emotions such as hatred and bitterness. By forgiving, we not only improve the relationship but also release ourselves from emotional burdens, creating space for genuine love. In a romantic relationship, forgiveness is essential for building understanding and long-term harmony. If every conflict or hurt leads to revenge or lingering resentment, the relationship cannot be sustainable. Forgiveness is not a weakness but the strength of someone who can control their emotions to maintain inner peace and build a relationship based on mutual respect. Communication skills. A key to relationships. Communication is one of the most crucial factors in any relationship, especially in love. In a romantic relationship, we not only need to express our thoughts and feelings but also listen and understand our partner. Stoicism encourages us to maintain a calm and rational attitude in communication, especially during tense situations. To communicate effectively in love, we need to learn to express our thoughts clearly, avoiding unnecessary words that may cause hurt. At the same time, we must learn to listen and understand the other person instead of only focusing on defending our point of view. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of avoiding overreacting to minor issues and instead viewing all problems in the relationship rationally and calmly. Communication is an ongoing process, and in love, it is vital for both individuals to share their emotions and thoughts honestly without fear of judgment or rejection. A strong and enduring romantic relationship can face the challenges of communication, allowing both parties to learn and grow from their conversations. Stoicism and love for oneself. One of the most important principles of Stoicism is self-awareness and self-respect. In love, this means maintaining a good relationship with oneself before building a healthy relationship with someone else. If we do not love and care for ourselves, we cannot love others fully. Stoicism teaches us that happiness does not come from external sources but from inner peace and freedom. If we rely solely on our partner for happiness, we will always feel deprived and insecure. Conversely, if we can find peace within ourselves, we bring a solid foundation to the relationship, where both parties can grow and improve. Loving oneself is not selfishness but recognizing one's value and not allowing oneself to be overshadowed in a relationship. This helps us love our partner genuinely and create a fair and respectful relationship. Accepting that relationships change over time. A significant emphasis in Stoic thinking is the inevitability of change in life. Love, like everything else in life, is not a static state. People in a relationship will change, circumstances will change, and what once motivated the relationship may also change over time. This is entirely natural, and if we can accept this change calmly, we can face challenges in love more steadfastly. Stoicism encourages us to learn to adapt to change rather than resist it. When we understand that love can evolve over time and may not always stay at the same intensity as at the beginning, we can more easily maintain calmness and understanding in the relationship. Instead of expecting the relationship to always feel like the first days of love, we must learn to accept changes and renew love at different stages of life. Freedom and commitment in love. Love is often misunderstood as complete attachment, the loss of personal freedom to merge into a relationship. However, in Stoic philosophy, personal freedom and commitment in love are not conflicting concepts, they can coexist. This means that while we dedicate love and commitment to our partner, we must maintain inner freedom and personal independence. Stoicism encourages us to recognize that freedom does not mean living recklessly or without obligations but rather having autonomy in actions and decisions. In love, freedom may mean allowing the other person their own space, refraining from controlling or imposing our standards on them. Similarly, when in love, we must have the freedom to pursue our passions and personal goals without feeling pressured to change ourselves to meet someone else's expectations. Commitment in love, according to Stoicism, is a voluntary choice made by each individual, not a restrictive obligation. Commitment does not signify the loss of freedom but rather the free choice to journey through life together. When we understand that commitment does not diminish personal freedom but instead fosters strength and stability in a relationship, we can build a love that is both steadfast and liberating. Accepting love's arrival and departure. Romantic relationships do not always last forever. There may come a time when one person feels that the love has changed or life circumstances make the relationship untenable. This is a reality we must accept to live a calm and rational life. Stoic philosophy teaches us how to face loss with composure and without excessive suffering. The end of a relationship is not the end of life, it is part of existence, a natural change that everyone must confront. Instead of dwelling on sorrow and regret, Stoicism advises us to see past love as a valuable experience, learn from it, and move forward. Accepting change and not clinging to the past helps us live in the present and continue to grow. Stoicism emphasizes that change is inevitable, and rather than resisting it, we should learn to adapt and find lessons in every stage of life. When facing the end of a relationship, instead of grieving, ask yourself what you have learned and how you can grow from these experiences. Love and self-respect. Another crucial aspect of Stoic thinking is self-respect. In love, self-respect is not just about caring for oneself but also maintaining respect within the relationship, even when faced with challenges. When we uphold self-respect, we will not tolerate disrespectful behavior from our partner, nor will we harm them with thoughtless words or actions. Self-respect in love is maintaining a healthy, understanding attitude and not allowing ourselves to be overly hurt. Love does not mean sacrificing everything for the other person, it is about cooperation, respect, and supporting each other in personal growth. When we have self-respect, we never accept being controlled, suffocated, or treated unfairly in a relationship. Furthermore, self-respect helps us remain independent and autonomous in love. No one can truly love someone who does not respect themselves. Self-respect is the foundation for a strong, mutually supportive partnership. Stoic thinking and growth in love. An essential element of Stoic thinking that can be applied to love is growth. Love is not a static state, it is a process of development, and growth is necessary for building a sustainable relationship. Growth does not only come from experiences but also from understanding oneself, confronting one's flaws and shortcomings, and learning from mistakes. When we grow in love, we learn to love without dependence, resolve conflicts maturely, and build a solid relationship based on understanding and mutual respect. Growth in love does not mean the absence of arguments or intense emotions but the ability to manage and resolve those emotions rationally rather than letting them dictate our actions. Growth in love also involves recognizing change and learning to adapt to it. A romantic relationship will never be a straight path, it will have ups and downs. Through growth, we learn to face challenges and turn them into opportunities for learning and development. The subtlety of expressing love. Love does not always need to be expressed through grand gestures, sometimes, it is the small but thoughtful acts that hold the most meaning. Stoicism emphasizes acting with mindfulness and self-control. In love, this can be understood as showing care and affection through meaningful actions rather than superficial displays of emotion or flashy gestures. A lasting relationship does not need to be constantly filled with declarations of love or ostentatious actions. Stoicism encourages us to live modestly and avoid overt displays. Love can be found in silent but meaningful moments, in genuine conversations without extravagance. Sometimes, love is understanding what the other person needs without them having to say it. Thoughtful gestures, like a kind word, a gentle look, or a small act of care, can convey love more powerfully than any words. Expressing love subtly also involves respecting the other person's space and time. Sometimes, love is allowing the other person to have their own time without feeling pressured to always be together. It is the freedom and respect that do not diminish affection or make the relationship burdensome. Stoicism teaches us that love is not about possession but about willingly giving each other care and support, whether near or far. Calmly facing challenges and difficulties in love. Love is not always smooth. Relationships must face numerous challenges, from communication conflicts and differing perspectives to changes in life circumstances or personal growth. However, by understanding and applying Stoic philosophy, we can confront these challenges calmly and rationally. Stoicism teaches us that everything in life is beyond our control except how we react to it. In love, the other person may do something that hurts or displeases us. However, the important thing is not to let emotions dictate and drive our actions. Instead of reacting emotionally, we must stay calm, step back, and view the problem objectively. Part of this calmness involves learning how to forgive. Stoicism encourages us not to hold on to resentment or hatred, as these negative emotions only harm us. Forgiveness does not mean condoning wrongful actions, it means freeing ourselves from anger and pain, allowing our minds to find peace and our relationships to continue to grow. Forgiveness also helps us understand that no one in love is perfect and that everyone makes mistakes. Love and change. One of the most important truths we must accept about love is change. Nothing in life is permanent, and love is no exception. Every relationship evolves over time, and the key is to be prepared to adapt to these changes. Love may shift from initial passion to a deeper, more intimate friendship. Sometimes, love may become calmer and more peaceful after periods of turmoil. Stoic thinking helps us understand that not all change is negative, it is a natural part of life. If we view change positively, we can learn to love in a different way, deeper and more mature. An important aspect of navigating this change is self-awareness. Stoicism teaches us that only when we understand ourselves can we truly understand and empathize with others. If a relationship changes, it may be because both individuals have changed. Understanding and supporting each other through these changes is part of true love. In love, we do not just love who a person is now but also who they will become, accompanying them throughout their journey of growth. Love and acceptance of life as it is. Stoic thinking in love emphasizes accepting life as it is. This means not dreaming of a perfect love or expecting the impossible. True love is about accepting each other's flaws, the ability to live together through difficulties and challenges without excessive resentment or fear. Stoicism teaches us that life does not always go according to plan, and what matters is how we face reality. In love, instead of chasing an ideal or imagining perfect love, we need to learn to love what is real and present, including imperfections. Love in Stoic thought is a continuous learning process. Each day is an opportunity to grow, to love more sincerely and rationally. When we accept that love may never be perfect but is still worth it, we can build a solid and meaningful relationship. Exploring the balance between freedom and connection in love. One of the complexities of love is balancing personal freedom and connection in a relationship. True love is not about controlling or possessing another person, it is about freedom and mutual choice in the relationship. Stoicism, with its principles of self-control and resilience, helps us understand that loving does not mean giving up freedom but learning to maintain it within the framework of connection. In a relationship, both individuals have the right to grow, pursue their passions and goals, and nurture personal interests. True love is not about sacrificing everything for each other but respecting and supporting one another in pursuing separate lives. When freedom can be maintained in a relationship without harming the bond, love becomes more harmonious and sustainable. Stoicism also emphasizes that freedom does not mean neglecting others. In reality, freedom in a relationship is about understanding and respecting each other's boundaries, providing space for growth and becoming the best versions of themselves. Meanwhile, connection is the commitment to each other and the effort to sustain the relationship, even during challenging times. Love and living with life's ups and downs. Life is full of upheavals, from changes in work, family, health, and finances to personal crises. Love, like everything else, must face these fluctuations. However, by applying Stoic thinking, we can learn to accept and adapt to these changes without being swept away by emotions. Stoic philosophy teaches that nothing is permanent and everything can change. When facing changes in a relationship, we must understand that this is a part of life and unavoidable. Accepting and adapting to changes will help us remain calm and resilient. Stoicism does not encourage avoiding or denying reality but confronting it with courage and rationality. A loving relationship may encounter unforeseen challenges, but how we deal with those challenges determines the sustainability of the love. Instead of complaining or finding someone to blame, Stoicism encourages us to see change as an opportunity to learn and grow. Each fluctuation in a relationship can be a valuable lesson, helping both individuals develop and strengthen their bond. Self-awareness and personal growth in love. One of the key principles of Stoicism is self-awareness and personal growth. Love is not about relying on someone else to feel complete but about maturing and developing oneself. If each individual in the relationship does not continue to learn and grow, the relationship may struggle to sustain itself. Self-awareness in love means understanding one's strengths and weaknesses, which can be shared and supported by the partner. Stoic philosophy helps us recognize that personal development is not just an individual path but an essential part of building a relationship. When each person strives to improve themselves, they become better partners, creating a loving and respectful environment. True love can only thrive when both individuals in the relationship exhibit independence and maturity. If only one person works on growth while the other remains stagnant, the relationship will become unbalanced and lack harmony. Each person must realize that love is not a static state but a continuous process of learning and maturing. The concept of happiness in love. One of the greatest questions humanity seeks to answer is, what is happiness in love? Love can bring joy and happiness, but Stoicism posits that happiness is not a destination but an inner state we can maintain regardless of external circumstances. Stoicism teaches that happiness comes from within, from how we perceive life and accept reality as it is. In relationships, this means not relying on others to find satisfaction or perfection but finding happiness in loving oneself and in accepting and growing personally. When each individual in the relationship finds joy and fulfillment from within, they are not dependent on their partner for happiness. Love, according to Stoicism, is not a race to conquer or possess but a journey of sharing, respecting, and accompanying each other on the path of growth. When both individuals find happiness within themselves, love becomes a powerful motivation, helping them overcome all challenges and difficulties in life. Conclusion. Love, although an emotional experience, is not without its challenges and complexities. From internal conflicts to the interplay between freedom and connection, love is a journey where each individual must learn, adapt, and grow. Stoic thinking in love helps us realize that love is not about possession or control but about freedom, respect, and companionship. It is about maintaining calm in difficulties, accepting life's fluctuations without being overwhelmed by negative emotions. Moreover, love is also a process of personal growth, as when each person can love themselves and mature in the relationship, love becomes deeper and more enduring. Stoic philosophy teaches us that happiness is not an external condition but an acceptance and harmony with what happens. In love, we must learn to live with difficulties while cherishing and fostering beautiful moments. Ultimately, love is a commitment not only to another person but also to oneself, so that both can grow and build a lasting relationship. By applying Stoic principles, love becomes not just an emotion but a process of growth and improvement every day. If you find this video interesting and helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and share it to help everyone grow together. Also, feel free to leave your comment below so we can have more discussions. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you in the next videos. Wishing you success and happiness on your journey.